Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, VAG Technique. And meanwhile, we have a Audi R8 from London. The guys are pushing us a bit time-wise, so we have to start working on it. Even the workshop is not finished. We are still cleaning it up, finishing bits and bobs and so on and so on and so on. But this will be a bit of a priority at the moment. The car actually came to us on its own. It wasn't recovered. There's no engine light, the engine is shaking badly, the RPM is going up and down on idle like a roller coaster, and there is a fault code in the ECU number 2 from the engine, that the solenoid for the exhaust camshaft adjuster have no signal, there's an open circuit or something like that. Also, we are not sure when it comes to the vacuum system if there's any problem with that, but it's making some funny noises like it's sucking some air where it shouldn't be. So it's a Spider, not my favorite one. You've probably seen the other one what was here, the black one, like a year ago, and it's absolute pain to work on it. So we have to open the roof, we have to put the covering sheets on so you ain't gonna scratch the paint job and stuff. Take 5 million bolts out to get to the engine, and we will start stripping and see what's going on. Hopefully Miroslav is joining us shortly when he will be finished with the Golf GTI, and I'll start working on this, so let's get to it. So, to get to the engine, we don't have to open the bonnet, we have to take off the roof, at least halfway. I'm really hoping the roof is actually working, I didn't even try it. Roof, okay, promising. Okay, I think we are done. Something is missing. Understand. Looks like somebody was messing before us. There are some very funny bolts. Probably some BMW workshop. And a few different bolts and a few are missing. So this will be an interesting job. The car actually done 82,000 miles. So we can multiply it by 3 because it's a V10, so realistically by normal car it's like over 200k. And I think the engine will look like 200k. So we have to remove all the bolts. This will come off and we'll get to the engine. So we put the protection on. Protection is very important these days, and we will start removing all the bolts around and the cover will come off so we can start the job. Okay, so we remove the cover and straight away we can tell some age-related issues. I'm not sure if you can see it, the green rubber is sticking out, or the gasket for the intake, so I'm not sure if it's not actually sucking false air from there. High pressure fuel pump has a small leak here and there. The coil packs, connectors are broken and the bolts are missing. But mainly, I have to go from other side because this is how you work on a V10 Spider. So mainly this should be our bank one, and I want to replace this oil solenoid for the adjuster because that's showing problem in the diagnostic. Also again age related problems. I'm not sure if you can see the oil leaks down there. So yeah, I believe 80,000 miles is ideal time to remove the engine from the car, reseal, check everything, get the stuff done. And yeah, well anyways, we'll try to replace the solenoid first, see if it's gonna improve. And if we're still gonna have the problem with the high revs on idle, we will have to do smoke tests and stuff and be digging in. And Miroslav is here and Dog is here. Everybody is just checking, but we will start with the solenoid. Okay, so I did unplug the camshaft adjuster solenoid, and there's oil in the connector, and also I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's oil inside the plug. So I'm not sure, maybe it is dead, but before we're gonna remove it I have to clean it up, because if all that dirt will go into the oil system, I think that will be game over for the engine. So we'll clean it up first, we'll remove it and replace it. We have oil coming out of there, so I'm not sure if it's not leaking actually. Okay, so for better access, I will definitely remove the coil pack, which means the coolant tank gotta come off, which means another thing's gotta come off. So here we go. Ta-da-dum-dum. Okay, so inevitable happened, believe me or not. The rest of the solenoid stay there, which means this is what came out, which means unfortunately it was so rusty and so old that it didn't hold the rest of it. So it meant to look like this. This is the one where I want to replace, but I won't be replacing it because I can't put it in. So the fight continues. Okay, so we clean it up as much as we can at the moment, and we still have to remove the rest of the body what's stuck in the cylinder head. That will be fun. Okay, so we will try to remove it with this tool. It should fit in, and I think the only problem why it didn't came out, this O-ring, it's so cooked in that it's just stuck, and the cylinder head will not let it go. So wish me all the best. Right, guys, so this is what I took out. You can see it's rusty, and the only way how it was holding from the factory, it was basically pressed in, and this is how it should look like. We have few spare ones, and you can see it's just pressed in around the edge with really small edges like this. 1, 2, and 3, and soonest it will be like this. The edges are just rotten off. So like I told you, the water is leaking from the roof into the guttering over there, and down there onto the gearbox. You can see it's rusty on the gearbox as well, a bit down there, see? And mainly the water was sitting down in the cylinder head, where's the rocker cover and where the solenoid was for the exhaust. And right now I'm trying to remove the inner circle, which is the rest of it. So that's what I'm doing for the whole day at the moment. So unfortunately, easy job and not an easy job. So part wise it's not expensive, but I'm really hoping I'll be able to remove the rest of it out of the cylinder head. Idu pirinkačevo. Only a VAG Technic, special tool required. Miroslav done some lovely welding. Unfortunately, we damaged our tool, so we need a new set. But I did spoke with TPS. This is a different part number from the one what came out, but physically it looks all the same. It seems to be the same. It's from an Audi as well, so we will give it a go, at least to try out if the fault will disappear. So this one will be installed now into the engine. We will try to start it up, check the timing, and I'm really hoping we will finally see a face position on this bank for the exhaust. So let's put it in. Okay, so we put the second-hand solenoid, we plug the coil packs back in, connector for the coolant. We will try to start it up and check on the diagnostic. Okay. Face position.
Jeszcze raz? Jeszcze? Jeszcze? Leak manifold jest 100%.
Okay, so we did manage to sort out problem number 1, which was in there. So we will get a solenoid for tomorrow, hopefully. However, the revs are still holding. So what did you hear, Miroslav? Tell us. I was just revving the engine.
Well, there is a sucking noise from in the middle of the intake, and however this is natural aspirated engine, it definitely have a vacuum connected to it. So once it starts doing the bigger vacuum, it's actually rev it high because it's got basically leak in the intake itself. So basically it doesn't matter that the throttle body is shut down, but it's still taking the air inside in the intake, so that's why it's revving high. So definitely it got either the manifold or either the vacuum system will be faulty in this.
Because look, even here, when we remove this, you can see the damage on the manual. I'm not saying that's the problem, I don't think so.
No.
But it's a plastic thing, as usual, you know, plastic and cars don't go together. But even from this point of view, I can tell there are some leaks from the intake manifold to the flaps. So either the gaskets are not holding properly because there's a really huge vacuum inside, or something is cracked, PCV, or these plastic pipes or whatever. So yeah, the engine is a bit dirty. What can you do?
This is not dirty, man. This is worn out from the edge, or maybe from the top cover.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we fixed one problem. We have few more to go, and next time we will do a smoke show. So smoky. We will put some smoke in there and see if there's any leaks, and I have to contact the owner again. To je spravodlivky. Suspicious, very suspicious. So, Mr. Smoky, we have a smoke coming from somewhere inside the fender, and that's this vacuum line. So we are expecting there will be some vacuum tank somewhere hidden over there, and it's probably leaking because I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is smoking from this side somewhere. We will try to disconnect this unleashed and try to start it up, and we'll see. Do you have any smoke from your side?
No.
Doesn't seems to be. Seems to be fine. But I can definitely see some smoke coming from here.
And also it can be vacuum leak, so it means it's on the one-way valve. So when we're putting the pressure there, you don't need to go. You know what I mean?
But yeah, but this is the quickest option. Disconnected there, we'll see. seen the progress. We did manage to get rid of the engine light and incorrect coloration fault. So there was a faulty solenoid, and I did spoke with the owner of the vehicle, and somehow we come to a decision that we will have to remove the intake, which means we will do a carbon cleaning on the intake valves. We will put a new repair set or kit or new gaskets for the injectors. Also, we will reseal the rocker covers. One rocker cover gotta be replaced because there's a PCV on it as well, and you can't get it, unfortunately. You can get an aftermarket one, but we don't really want to risk it, so there's a new rocker cover coming on. And we also did find there's a leaking pipe for the PCV, so that will be replaced and general cleanup really. But yeah, we have a problem with the parts. Everything is on back order, so we have to wait. So this will be the first episode. As soon as the parts are here, we will continue. Meanwhile, we've got too much things to do, and we'll probably see you next episode with Miroslav here digging in the car. So yeah, take care for now.